In July of 2016, my uncle planned a trip to Las Vegas for 10 days for me and my family. This included me, my mom, my uncle, and their parents. Leading up to the trip, we went through a series of meetings and discussions. In these, the topics were what we were going to do, how we were going to get there, and where we were going to stay once we got there. This was one of the most important parts of the trip because we had never been on a trip this long or on a trip that we had to fly to our destination. Las Vegas is easily one of the most popular cities in the US. In 2015, it accommodated 42 million visitors, 43 million in 2016, and is on track to accommodate that many more this year, according to Wikipedia.com. The atmosphere is fun for all ages as opposed to what I thought was only a gambling city. From my personal experience and through research, Las Vegas is easily one of the most exciting and adventurous trips one can take even without gambling. Today I will tell you about the history, the climate, and different things to do in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's begin with the history. According to History.com, on October 1st, 1910, gambling was banned in the state of Nevada. The click of the roulette wheel and rattle of the dice were silenced publicly. However, speakeasies and gambling halls were easily available to anyone who knew the proper password. In 1931, the Nevada legislature approved a legalized gambling bill proposed by Phil Toblin, who had never gambled before and had no interest in the hobby. The El Rancho Vegas, the first hotel and casino in Las Vegas, was built in 1941 on what is now a vacant lot. This triggered a building boom, and several more hotel and casinos started popping up in the area, like the Flamingo, who was founded by mobster Bugsy Siegel. This led to a need for a paved two-lane road from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, which is now known as the Las Vegas Strip. Now that we've gone over some of the history of Las Vegas, let's look at the climate and how it affected the area. USClimateData.com tells us Las Vegas averages 4.17 inches of rainfall per year. With that being said, there is very little natural grass in the city and in the residential areas. Most of the grass is on golf courses, around government buildings, and on school athletic fields. Most of the grass you will see, however, is artificial turf. Since there is no grass and very little greenery, most of the residential yards and medians along the highways are rock or solid dirt. Along the roadsides, it looks better than you would think because the gravel is placed in designed plats with metal horses, sheep, goats, and etc. stalked along the roadsides. Las Vegas is generally excessively hot during the day. However, at night the temperatures drop down into the mid-50s. It has a dry heat, making it seem not as hot as it would if it were the exact same temperature in Alabama, which it means very little sweat. The dry heat often causes nosebleeds for people who are not used to it, making saline spray a necessity for us Alabamians. Las Vegas is down in a valley and circled by mountains on all sides, and they are much farther away than you would think. Some are 20 to 25 miles. Earthquakes are the most common natural disaster for the city because of its geographical location. Dust storms are also a problem because of the sandy desert surrounding the city. With such little rainfall, storms and flooding are generally not a problem for the people living there. The climate in Las Vegas is hot, but if you can withstand the heat, there are plenty of things to do. First off, the most obvious thing to do in Las Vegas is to gamble. Casinos are lit up at night, and they get your attention, and they never close. You can lose your money or take their money any time of the day. For the adrenaline junkies, there is a machine gun range where one can shoot a machine gun. There is an indoor skydiving attraction, and one can ride the Big Apple coaster or partake in ATV and off-road tours. If you like shopping, just about every hotel and casino has shops inside of them, including the Venetian, which has an entire mall and a gondola ride. Magic shows are also very popular in Las Vegas. David Copperfield and Chris Angel are the two musicians that we saw while we were there, but they are just two of the many magicians that perform there. Dinner shows, dance shows, and comedy acts are also among the many shows to see. Red Rock Canyon is one of the main attractions in Las Vegas. On our trip, we linked up with Scoot City Tours, a touring company that took us through the canyon on three-wheeled scooters. This was a full day's adventure and easily one of the most exciting things we did. If one has a considerable amount of time and money, a small propeller jet can be boarded in Las Vegas and flown to the Grand Canyon in Arizona for a day-long excursion. These things, along with many more, can be found on Expedia.com and TripAdvisor.com. There are many things to do in Las Vegas. Even a week-long trip is nowhere near enough time to do it all. Having been there myself, I felt compelled to share the history, climate, and fun things to do in a city that is so much more than just the gambling capital of the U.S. Las Vegas can be a fun and exciting trip for all ages. One can spend 2 weeks or more doing things there without stepping foot in a casino. However, you will surely want to go to some of them for the buffets they have for each meal of the day. Foods from several different countries are in separate sections at these buffets and they have plenty to choose from. This was a trip I will never forget. It was easily the most exciting and fun-filled trip I have ever been on.